I know, this is a weird looking contraption on my hat. What do you girls think about that?
That's real good.
Hi, Abby. Good morning, Annie. Wow. Hey, girl. That's good. So I came in here and I'm just telling them, hey, I'm here. What do y'all want to do today? Seeing if they can make up their minds what they want to do. So when they approach me, I just step back a little, give them space to do that. I want to make that as safe for them as I can. So my just being in here with them comes with some pressure. It'd be like me walking into your office and sitting down across the desk from you and not saying anything. And that's kind of what they're going through right now. And I just want to see how they're going to react to it. Of course, Annie says, well, if you don't want anything, I'll just graze. Abby says, if you don't want anything, I'll just have a little snack. And Annie isn't comfortable enough yet to do that. So Abby's going to eventually come over here and say, okay, what the heck is it you want? And now Annie's getting a little curious about that too. Why are you here? What is it you want? Because they don't believe I would come in here without wanting anything, without a reason. So I'm just going to give them a really good chance to calm down and regulate, get in the right frame of mind before I start making any requests. And if they won't come up and make a request, that's great. I don't mind that a bit. Hi there. Hi there, Abby. She says, well, if you don't want anything, maybe these people over here do. So I'm just giving Annie a little bit of control over my feet. As long as she stays regulated and present, I'm going to let her control my feet a little bit. So if she moves a foot toward me, I'm going to move a foot away from her. I think one of the biggest things for Annie is feeling safe. We all kind of have that in our relationships. We have this need to feel like we can be safe in it. And she doesn't have to fear me if I show her that if she's appropriate, I'll even let her control me. Now I know that sounds really strange to a lot of you horse people, letting a horse control you. But in any relationship, I think control runs both ways. Sometimes I let my wife be in control, and sometimes she lets me be in control. And whichever one of us is being the most appropriate about it is the one that's going to strengthen the relationship instead of damaging it. I don't want her to think controlling in an inappropriate way is ever going to work for her. And she has a tendency to want to stand there and check out a little bit. You see that slow blinking and that absence that comes into her eyes. And anytime I see that, I'm just going to move a little bit, see if I can keep her a little more present, because I don't want her to check out on any of this. Because that's not appropriate either. Hi, Abby. That's really what I'm looking for out of Annie, is some calm curiosity. I don't want the frightened curiosity that we see out of her so many times. I want some calm curiosity start showing up for Annie. Now Abby's been doing that for quite a while, showing us some calm curiosity. There you go, Annie, that's good. Hi, Abby. I know I pointed that thing right at you, didn't I? Hi, Annie. Wow, there's some little boys running around over there, aren't there? My girl. You really gonna turn that side to me? No? No? There you go, that's better. Yeah, I got nothing in there. I got nothing in there. 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 That's better. And one of the best ways to instill a little confidence in a horse, in something that they're a little bit leery of, is to get them to move toward it. I used to train pickup horses for rodeos, and those are the horses that the pickup man would ride to run up beside that bucking horse and get the cowboy off of him. And when you're standing out in the middle of the arena on one of those horses, when you first start out, and that bucking horse comes busting out of that bucking chute, it has the tendency to just scare the britches off your horse. But one of the things I learned early on is I could watch and have my horse slowly walking toward that chute when it opened, and they wouldn't be so scared of it. So getting a horse to move toward something they're scared of and finding out that it's not going to attack them gives them a little confidence. So that's all I'm asking Abby to do right now, is to move toward me. Because this nipping at you, when you get close enough to, is just a lack of confidence. And I can tell her not to nip at me, but that's not going to give her the confidence to relate to me without nipping at me. I want her to build some confidence so that that's not something she feels like she needs to do. I'm not going to tell her to quit doing it. When she connects the right way, that behavior's going to go away. When she gets enough confidence to connect with me and be safe about it, then that behavior's going to disappear, and I'm not going to have to worry about it. And she's going to try all sorts of stuff to figure out what's safe and what's not, what works for this relationship, what doesn't. And I don't ever want the wrong things to work for her, but I'm not going to punish them. Those are just searches for answers of what this relationship's supposed to look like. And I don't want to stop the search. Anytime I punish the wrong answer, I'm stopping the search. I don't ever want her to quit searching for what works. There you go, girl. Yeah. That's a lot better. Yeah. You feel a little more confident about that. No, it's okay. And when it gets to be too much for her, she gets to move away and re-regulate a little bit. And the movement helps with that. But I'm always going to ask her to come back to me. I don't know, it's loud over there, isn't it? Well, I know. You got to be confident about it, though. And when we first started doing this, a lot of people were really worried that we weren't separating these horses to work with them. And we didn't have to. We let them separate themselves to work with us. Like I said, what we're looking for is confidence in our horses. Gives them a chance to be a little more confident if they've got someone they can feel safe with. And they can kind of feel safe with each other. Hi, Annie. How are you taking all this, huh? Yeah, well, it's okay. There you go. Yeah. Well, it's okay. You don't have to come toward me until you're feeling calm about it. So I'm not going to release the pressure when she comes, except when she's in a state of calm. I'm going to allow her to move back off and calm down a little. Like that, and when she does, then I'm going to release the pressure. Hey, you really don't want me on that left side, do you? So she'll let me come down this right side, but she won't let me cross this midline to that other side. And again, that's just a lack of confidence on her part. And that's okay. I don't want her to do that until she feels like that's going to be a good thing for her. You know you don't want me on that side, yeah. A little more movement than you would really like. There you go. There you go, girl. So she let me go across that midline for just a little bit that time, which is subtle progress, but for her that's progress. Hi, Annie. Hi, girl. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So as long as Annie's calmly and confidently coming toward me, I'll back up. When she gets anxious like this, I'd rather her back up. Hi, Annie. Yeah. I know. You reached out and touched that and it just scared you, didn't it? So when she comes at me with this anxious attitude, a little bit of aggression, I'm not going to back up. There you go. That was a little better. I know. And I should have backed up a little quicker for you. There you go. Yeah. Okay, so now she's standing there calmly without any of those anxiety ticks, reaching down, biting at her leg, stomping her foot. Sometimes that's just flies, but sometimes that's just a stress response. And I don't mind my horses being a little bit stressed. None of us grow without it. Learning how to handle stress instead of letting stress handle you is one of the most important things. And Annie doesn't do good with stress. Abby doesn't either. They just handle it differently. Abby's a little more willing to engage with it, try to control it. Annie seems to want to get away from it more. And just avoid it. And neither strategy is real productive. So I just want to find strategies that work better. Well, you do pretty much anything to keep me off that right side, won't you? I mean, that left side. You just don't like that, do you? I know, that's a different hand, isn't it? So she's getting a little more confident. She let me go all the way around her that time. Still had to move a little bit, but it's okay. I don't mind her doing what helps her feel better, what helps her regulate a little bit, as long as it's not something that's going to be a problem for our relationship. So even though Abby feels a little more comfortable about this, she's still showing those times when she gets real anxious about it. Annie. Good job, Abby. Good job. We always go back to rubbing that leg a little, don't we? That's okay. Yeah. So at this point, I'm watching her eyes really closely, because the last thing I want to see is this slow blink that they do when they check out. I don't want her to check out and let me touch her. That's not good for either one of us. So I'm holding my hand there, and she goes into this blink thing. And when she quits, I'll remove it. I'm not going to go ahead and touch her. She would let me while she's blinking, and I'm not going to do it. I don't want her to check out and let me touch her. There you go, girl. That's over here on this left side too. That's good, honey. Yeah. Cost an itch on your left leg, or right leg that time, didn't it? It's all right. I'm just going to do it for as long as you can stand it. Yeah. When you want some more, you can come back to it. You want me to try this side again? Yeah, when you move against that, it touches you, don't it? Had enough for a second, huh? It's okay.
About 5 minutes, pop.
You're doing a really good job here, girl. Yep. Stay here with me there. There. Yeah. Yeah. That's all right. I'll go back up here where you like it better. There you go. That's right. There you go. You can just move away from it. Don't try to push it away. Just move away from it. That's good. All right, let's just do this one more time while you calmly stay here. No, don't try to push it away. You can move away. There you go. It's good progress for her to move away from it instead of try to push it away. All right, there you go, girl. We'll leave you there today, okay? And what about you, big girl? Huh? Come here, just give me a touch. There you go. And we'll stop there with you too.